He got benched for an argument with the manager, which is the weirdest timeline ever. That's kind of funny. Now, here's my take. Now, this take, I'm sorry if you take this as offense. That manager has an ego and needs to sit the fuck down. That's what I'm saying. The reason I say that is because if you have an argument with your player and then the manager says you're benched, when all the players are sitting there like, huh? And the coach is like, got no say and is like, huh? Then that manager has an ego and needs to fucking look in the mirror. Because that's crazy to just bench someone. Like, you can tell that the players didn't want it because Jankos tweets XD, right? Jankos tweeted XD. So obviously the manager had a power trip and had an argument with Perkz and was like, fuck, I can't let him get away with it on Thursday. And then during scrims on the Friday, he was like, you're benched, bitch. Yeah, don't fuck with me again. And it's like, okay, everyone's looking around like, wow, cool, that guy had a power trip. Now what? Now what do we do? Well, now we have to play with our sub. And I'm sure their sub's good, right? Zaru's been really top of ERLs for a while. But I don't understand why the manager... Maybe I'm wrong here. I wonder what Perkz did to get benched by the manager. But if he just told the manager to fuck off, then and he gets benched for that, then that's fucked. I don't care about Perkz' performance. I don't care that it's Perkz. I don't care who it is or what their performance was. If they're benched by the manager and the players are tweeting XD, then the manager had a power trip. And that's fucked up.
Strategic decision. That's a complete different conversation. That's why it comes across as such a joke. Because this had nothing to do with this performance. And that's why people shouldn't conflate the things. Because I think this is opportunistic from Team Heretics, the upper management to Team Heretics. That's the only way I can piece it together. Okay, the only way I can piece it together is it's opportunistic because of community pressure, and this is something that they wanted to do, but everyone else in the team is against the decision. The players are not with it, and the coaching staff is not with it. And the Heretics management were looking for any reason to do it because of community pressure. I think there was always disagreement, and they were looking for a dumb reason. They were looking for any reason, really. Oh, you disagree with me? You argue with me? Okay. Benched.
A while back, it's not a performance-related change, which would make total sense, by the way. Like, that's what I would expect if there was a change. It's like, hey, Perkz has been falling off. He had probably the worst split of his career. We have a really good academy team. The mid laner for that academy team has had really good performances before. He's somebody that was hyped. He probably should have been in LEC last year. You know, now that he's performing well, we're going to take a part of our team that is winning in academy and upgrade and move them up into the LEC team. That would make sense. When you read this article, the reason why Perkz ended up getting benched was because of this. This change was decided on Thursday following a dispute between Perkz and Team Heretics manager, according to the source. The team had already practiced in Berlin with Perkz in the roster for the spring split and even played scrims with him today. So this literally happened yesterday. They scrimmed, they had a normal day, whatever. Then Perkz got into an argument with presumably RNA, and we'll go into why people think it's RNA. But presumably it was the general manager, RNA, of Team Heretics. And because of that, he ended up getting benched. It's like all these types of changes. It's like maybe they made the right decision, but the right decision didn't happen because of performance, which I feel like should matter more. Like performance should have been the thing that got Perkz benched. But yeah, the reason why people thinks that it's RNA is because after Perkz got benched, he tweeted out #KeepSmiling, which, if you remember, was RNA's whole catchphrase. His whole thing was #KeepSmiling. Every day he'd post like a tweet and a picture of himself smiling, and he would just always use that hashtag. So that is the rumor that is going around. But yeah, Perkz is actually benched from Heretics, not because he ran it down for an entire split, not because of consistent inting, because he disrespected a manager.
Chat, whatever is gonna happen to Heretics or what happened or happened or didn't happen, the goal of the team is always to win and to be the best they can be. And whatever decision is being made by the higher ups or by the players, the goal is to make the most competitive team possible. And not everyone is always on the same page when it comes to decisions that are being made. But everyone wants to do well. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Hello guys, Recap Gaming here. You just saw some of the streamers who reacted to Perkz being benched by Heretics. I'm here to give my own thoughts about it. I think they made a bold decision to bench Perkz, who everyone considers a star player at least some years ago. And this was not due to his performance, it was rather a clash between the scenes. Perkz, who by many considered a star player many years ago, and even some people calling him the GOAT of EU, apparently had a clash with Aranea, the team manager. This is concluded because of his tweet, #KeepSmiling, which is something Aranea used to post before. It's discluded in the article by Cheap Esports that Perkz literally played scrims with the teams on Thursday in Berlin, and then he got benched the next day. And they are replacing him with Polish player Swira, I think it's pronounced, which has been performing super well in their ARL team, which I think is 12-2. They are on top of the league. No hate towards their ARL mid laner, who I think deserves this. He's a good player. He has been playing for many years. He has been killing it in the lower system. But I'm worried that this move has happened too late. LEC starts next week. They have to build synergy within a new team in a week. The news of Perkz being benched has sparked a wave of reactions on Reddit, which I follow. Some fans express shock and disappointment, others seems to be relieved, believing that Perkz has been underwhelming since he returned from NA. Some users even point up specific gameplay moments where Perkz seems to struggle, his laning phase, his team fighting, but others protect his leadership skills and thinks he is irreplaceable in those parts. I can't help but wonder if this is the end of Perkz' career. I hope not, even though his last years has been what we are used to. Still wanna believe he got it in him, but it's not looking good. My personal opinion about this is that the clash with the team manager is not worth the benching, not this late when LEC starts soon. I think they both have to suck it up and play through the split. You can see by the reactions on Twitter by people like Jankos and Flacked, they were not expecting this move, at least not this late. Do you really want to potentially break the entire team synergy and throw away the whole split because of an argument in the team between the team manager and Perkz? I don't think so. Yeah. What are your opinions about the benching? Should Perkz stay on the roster? Was the manager right to bench him? Comment, follow, subscribe.